Eh? Dear. No, I don't think I have. No, because it's lockdown. I've had to. Oh, he's ready now. Too late.
Oh, did you want to share it just before we start the live? Oh, well, that's fair. I think it's on now, and working.
That's okay.
Oh, you can tell it at the end when we stop the stream, and then we can have the story. Well, welcome everybody to the Zoom room. This is it. It's cozy, and I'm Ben, but you probably heard that before. And today we're going to have a look at a little bit of chords moving up the fretboard, which is quite exciting, and also at the song Red Red Wine, which is not originally a reggae song, but the version that you may know by UB40. They did like a reggae reboot of that melody. Anybody knows who it's from? The melody? It's for 5 points. Do you remember?
Is it Neil Diamond?
Neil Diamond.
Yay, Catherine and Bob, 5 points. Oh, it's a new we're going to have points now, so please keep track. Just a little forward before we start the actual lesson. Yeah, Juliana, there's a lesson tomorrow that's reserved for patrons. That's that's accessible to all patrons of the Ukulele Workshops channel. What's going on tomorrow? You want to tell us?
Right. Yes, that's a beginner lesson. So if you watch this and it seems like this is too hard, then it might be good to come to the beginner lesson tomorrow, which I will be doing.
Right, because this is the intermediate lesson and you are doing the beginner lesson tomorrow at what time Eastern is that?
12:30 Eastern.
Okay, and we're not yet in the weird zone where the Eastern changes, but not Europe or something like that.
Right.
So it's all clear for now. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Cool. So let us start off the lesson by, unless somebody sort of has an urgent announcement or anything, but I thought we could start with a little game whereby we take a C and see if we can play the C one up, is what I call one up. Now, what I mean by one up is that all the notes that we're playing, and there's 4 of them because we have 4 strings, and I just retuned this, but anyway, so ignore the out of tune C, but this all has to go one up. Now, how would we do that? Well, if we just move...
bring your 4 fingers.
Yeah, all the fingers. No, that's fine, actually, Rob. Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say, Juliana, do you know how to highlight people? Do you have to right click or something?
You mean spotlight, like make them big?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Because then if I, there we go. Because then if I show something on the
ukulele,
yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I am getting really, not to throw flowers my way, but I'm getting slightly better at this. So this is the C. So if we move the C one up, that's not what I meant. What I meant was the whole chord. So what we actually have to do is move all the open strings one up too, meaning that everything that's open has to become a 1. But then this note moves also. So we have the chord that sounds like, who wants to show me what that C one up sounds like? Yes, I don't know who that was because now actually that's the...
Catherine.
Oh, good job, Catherine. Oh, wait, I took out the highlighting, but now it's just highlighting anybody.
Well, then you have to put it back on gallery again.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good to know. Good job, Catherine. That's one up. Now, do you know what chord that would be? We have a C here. What is this chord then when we play 1, 1, 1, 4 instead of open, 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 3?
D sharp.
D sharp? That was really fast. Oh, C sharp, sorry. It's C sharp or AKA
D flat.
Right. Most of us probably know that after C, there's a D when we sing that song from, although they don't use those names, do they? In the Sound of Music, they use Do, Re, Mi. Anyway, C, D, E is how notes go. But actually, there's a note in between. C, C sharp, D. And by moving the whole chord, we have a new chord that's also a major chord. But that's one up. If that's not clear, let me show you, because I'm now a Zoom sort of intermediate. That's pretty much like the level of this lesson's my Zoom skills. Right. I hope this is worth it. Everybody ready for the screen share? This is a piano because it's easier to explain. But here we have a C. And if we move the C one up, we arrive at a C sharp or a D flat, basically. So that's what happens when we play our open C string. We're playing this note. And when we play our C string on fret 1, we have this note. Who was that way too easy for? Feel free to give me a discreet nod. Way too easy? Yeah, way too easy. Okay, good. Well, we'll speed along. Let's do the same thing with F, why don't we? Who wants, no, I forgot. I have to ask for a volunteer before I ask the question. Otherwise it's too easy. Anyway, who wants to volunteer without having heard the question? Craig, you're lifting the ukulele.
Sliding up, so barring the first.
Barring, yeah.
The first fret, middle finger on the second, and ring finger on the fourth.
Absolutely. I hear you've got a low G, but
Yep.
it's the same. It's going to be the same notes, just going to sound a little different. And what chord is that? 2 points, this one.
F sharp.
Yeah. AKA
G flat.
G flat, because actually here's the F, here's the chord that we're playing. If we move everything one fret up, we're moving everything one tiny note. It goes like this: fret, 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 right? Anyway, one fret up, now we're playing a G flat. So what if we move it another fret up? Who wants to, Peter, you got this probably. What if we move the chord that we were just playing, the F sharp or G flat, another fret up, meaning that we have the index all across the twos?
To G.
It's a G. Also, we've just discovered a new way of playing a G that maybe some of us didn't know, which is pretty cool. It's the same. If you play a normal G, or this G with the frets 2, with your index all across them, it's the same chord, except it's not the same chord shape. You can see, look at your fingers, it's an F chord shape. Now let's do that one more time, and then we can actually start with the song. Let's move the G up one fret, not the normal G, our G. Oh, now I recognize you. Jenny, did you change your hair?
I did. I got it bleached yesterday.
Ah, very nice. Okay.
I've gone blonde. I've gone blonde.
Lovely. So Jenny, what if we move this G up one fret? What happens there?
I've come in late, so I'm really lost.
Oh, right. It's okay. It's okay. Probably Andrina, do you want to jump in? You don't have to. You can sort of go.
G sharp. G sharp.
G sharp or A flat. Same. Right. So now what we want to do is actually have a look at the song that has these chords, because that's what we're going to use. Now, the reason, well, I'll explain that in a bit. Let me first figure out if I can remember how to. This is on purpose. It's a little break to help you integrate what we just talked about. It's not me trying to remember how to share screens or anything. Right, so this is Red Wine by UB40. And this is in the, what collection is that in? Rainbow Collection, the songbook with lots and lots of songs about colors, the third book, and probably the last one actually. 3 is a lot. And here we've got the chords. You can see this is our C shape. Do you recognize the C shape here? It's like a C, but everything one up. And here we have our F shape, everything one up. And here our F shape again. Imagine the red here is black. it's an F, right? But we've moved the F up 3. I'm not being rude here. So this is what we've done. 3 frets, right? Good. Who remembers the melody and just wants to play it really simply, 1 strum per chord while singing, so that we can all remember what the song sounds like for those who haven't listened to it before the lesson? I can't see everybody. You have to unmute and say me. Ah, Francis.
Okay, I will. Okay, so I think it goes red, red wine. Go to my head. Something like that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Make me forget that and then I'm not sure after that. Still need her so, something like that.
And here, yeah, this is the trick there, or the, we're not going back to a D flat here, to a C shape. We're going back up 2 frets to the A flat. It still need her so, and then back down to a G flat. Red, red wine. G flat. Cool. Has everybody got the chords, or should we spend a couple more minutes on just checking out the bard chords? I mean, that might be something that you talk about tomorrow in the beginner's lesson, Juliana. Bard chords at some point. Not tomorrow, probably after like a couple of months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Everybody got the chords? Just sort of discreetly nod if you're all good. Or don't. But I'll just okay, I'll assume you've got the chords because nobody's said anything. So we want to, in this song, we remember these 3. We're going to play D, G, A, G in a loop. So we're going to play this loop. Remember what they look like, because I'm going to undo this. Right, so the thing about reggae, and this is really a typical reggae strum that we want to use for this one. And this is the whole challenge of the lesson, by the way, is that actually we're not going to play on the beat, because the bass and the drums are playing on the beat, right? We're going to play between the beats. But the thing is, you might notice a lot of people playing like this, down, up. But that's actually not reggae, and that's not the strum we want for this one. That's the calypso strum. It's for something slightly faster. But this is red, red, right, really the traditional reggae strum. And that is actually down, but not hitting any strings, like a little felt down. You have to feel the beat, and then a down. And then there's all sorts of that you can add over time. But right now, today, we're going to practice this, because this is the basis of it all, to play reggae strum, is to have... And actually, the beat is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So basically, maybe that can help you. It's to play on the and. So you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And the other very important element, maybe you felt like what you were playing sounded different right now, is to actually lift all the fingers after you've played, so that it doesn't sound like this. But that it sounds like... So what's happening is that you're going to be pinching and releasing right after playing. Pinch, release. That's the idea. And those 2 ingredients are the reggae strum. That's what you want to do. I'll tuck, tuck, tuck. Whew. I'm getting better. It was, remember how painstakingly long these bits were before? Anyway. Marjolaine, you came in late, but I'm pretty sure you've got this.
Even though I always struggle with the lifting of the fingers, but I'll I'll try. G. See, I really struggle with the pinching and releasing, and then to move to the next chord.
Well, Annette once said, I don't know where you picked that up, but it was to focus as much on the relaxing as you would on the tensing. I never thought of it like that, but that can probably be helpful. I don't know.
I'll try one more time.
Right, probably. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's great. I can really feel like you've got the beat. So you can't cheat with this. You can't cheat and say, I'll just play on the ones, and how will they know? No, you have to actually feel the one. Check, 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 check. So Magdalene, just one last time, but now you have to make little noises, like you're a bit of the band, like, or something, just to make sure we've got the ones there. That's the most important part of the practice here.
Okay. And this is all live on YouTube. I'm so happy you picked.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do it. I mean, I'm being a bit facetious, I think. But you can try. Maybe it's
I'll
good
try.
exercise. Yeah,
it's really
I
weird.
like that.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's not weird. That's how you feel. Well, and that's how I know that you're feeling the right one.
Okay.
Craig, the chords were easy for you. How's the strum for you?
Getting better.
Yeah. Do you want to give it a?
Sure.
I feel like you might be on the one. So
okay.
Try and do the one and two and. So you have to actually count the one and then play on the and. And on the one, you can have a little movement, but it doesn't touch any strings. So 1 and 2 and 3 and
1, 2, 1, 2.
There you got it. I think we switched back now, but you got it.
Practice. Yeah.
That's perfect. Exactly. Yeah, you. Right. That's what we're here for, to practice things, and so that's great when we can sort of identify how to tackle these tricky things. Who's really struggling with this and thinks it's not very clear? Because I'd like to ask that person to play, actually. I think that's quite interesting to do. But nobody, everybody's got it. Oh, Juliana, you need to send me a few beginners so we have sort of a bit more material to work with from the Saturday lesson. Great. Well,
technically, I don't know yet if anyone's going to show up to the Saturday lesson.
I don't know, but it's good we got it, because it, yeah, it's good to have the two lanes, right? It's like on the, what's it called in your country? A fairway, freeway,
Highway.
In what country is it called a freeway then?
I think different regions of the U.S.
It's in Australia. Okay, good to know. I'm glad we're tackling the important ukulele issues. Right, now let's do a bit. Oh, by the way, this is in the. I'm just asking. Anybody had a quick look at the Space Songs collection? I think it's the best one so far, probably. Yeah, it's pretty good. No, final countdown for the ukulele. That's pretty cool. Anyway, off we go. Right. So how about I play it once while I'm singing, and you play while you're muted, but see if you can sort of hang on and get all the rhythms. How does that sound? Yeah. Okay. Good. I saw a bit of sort of yes, probably. Right. 1, 2, 3. Red, red one. Go to my head. A flat. Make me fall. forget that I still need her soul. And there's 4 here. Red, red wine. Great, how did you fare? It's tricky. It's tricky. It can very fast feel like you have had a bit of red wine.
Is it bad to play on the like the part where you're supposed to go down and not hit the strings? Is it bad to hit the strings with them muted?
No. But then it's you have to make sure that you actually at muting, right? And that's the challenge. So we could practice it like that, but we're not. But you can, okay. If you make sure that you're muting, you can play. But it's more challenging like this, and you will incorporate more. You are forced more to interiorize the beat by making sure you don't have a sound on it, so that either you can't play it right, or you have to actually feel something that you don't play, which is the big challenge of this. And we need this big challenge because there's only 3 chords, right? So it is something to do. So anybody noticed anything weird going on about the lyrics and the chords, the relation they have together as I was playing that? Hey, Peter seems like he's got it. I can see the groove. Anybody noticed anything? I'll play the beginning again. See if you can spot something a little bit unusual. Red, I'll sing Red, Red Wine here though. Can you all see that? Am I still sharing a screen? Yeah. Good. Red, red, red wine. Isn't that weird? Something's up. Listen again and have a look at the chords. Red, red wine. It's up to you. All I can. Well, maybe you're so advanced. It's not strange because you understand why it's happening. Anybody got a? Okay, I'll rephrase that. Anybody know what I'm trying to get to here?
Is it that when you? Oh, sorry. When you play the chord.
What?
Sorry, we're speaking at the same time, I think, because I can't
it's like
see
when
any
2
of the other
people meet and then they go to the same side a few times before they can actually pass each other.
Okay, I'll go first. And when I try to play myself, I think, like I said, the word wine while playing the chord, and with you, the chord comes slightly after you already started saying the word.
Right. This is a song sheet that can also be used by a bassist who is actually going to play on the beats, in case you have those kind of friends. But what we are doing is not playing on the beat. However, these chords I indicate not when we play them, but when harmonically they happen in the song, which means when the bass plays them, when the synth plays them. But we're not playing the main beat, we're playing the and. So actually what's happening is I'm singing red on the beat, but actually we're really playing here, red, red, and here also red, red, wine. And that's the secret, is that it's indicated where the chords land, but we're not playing them right when they land. We actually wait a bit. So actually, if you want to practice that really slowly, it goes movement without touching the strings, red, red, wine. So it's red, but you still have to have the little movement and feel the beat. Red, red wine. And you see here also, it's up to you. It's after the it's, and it's on the 2. It's check up, check you, check. Do you want me to put more arrows, or have you got it? Interesting though, isn't it? It's a bit of a lull, but still, yeah. Catherine, you managing? It's really tricky. It asks.
Yeah. I understand technically what you're saying, but it is hard to do the opposite to what I naturally want to do, which is to
That's why it's so interesting to practice this. It's because it goes against every instinct that you've developed over the months or years you're probably playing the ukulele.
Yeah,
that's why it's fun to do.
Challenge. Yeah,
absolutely. But probably you can do red, red wine quite slowly with the arrows. Red, check, wine, check, check. You want to try that? You want to start on the AB, which is index across the threes, or I think you play your barred chords with 2 fingers, right? So index and middle, I think. Is that? Or just index or middle, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're starting here, yeah. So barred all across the 3rd frets. Yeah, there we go. Between the words. This is
red.
You're trying to play this with the red here, but actually it's just before. Yeah.
So
that's pretty good. The way to practice this is to try and loop the chords and try to feel the beat that you're not playing on. Try to sort of understand how it feels.
Yeah.
And then it's easier to sing with it. But also just playing this as a loop can also help. Let's do this as a loop actually. Jump on the loop train when you're ready. Red, red. I wasn't ready. 3, 1, 2. All right, 4. Red, red wine. All right, no. All right. Red wine. Red wine. Confusing myself there. And here, red. Oh, some wine. Oh, yeah. Red wine. Red wine. Red wine. And now you can sort of, tremolo on the D flat. Because it's the end of the lesson. Dum, dum, dum. So, who feels like they've got some material now to work on during the week? It's not easy, is it? Yeah. Announcements. Francis, maybe you want to mention something too, actually.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking, if anyone really loves this song, this would be so great to lead at the ukulele play along, which is going to be next, so not this Saturday, but the Saturday after, the 13th of March. And it works just like the open mic. So if you have a song that you're enjoying playing and you kind of like to share with everyone, you can sign up, and we'll put all of the tabs in one song sheet and try and publish it a few days beforehand so that everyone can have a look. And then you can turn up and play along. So you don't have to volunteer to lead a song, but please, somebody.
And it's not live on YouTube.
It's not live on YouTube, which is nice. Yeah, so that's not tomorrow, but the Saturday after.
So you're preparing a whole book that I will probably share a few days before.
Yeah. So
when am I sharing the book? Monday, am I?
Well, it depends if people sign up. It's Monday if we have enough songs, otherwise it might be Friday. Okay. But last month we had 8 songs, which was great. So it's a nice little songbook as well. And there was some new songs to me, so it was really nice. Right.
And also some songs that aren't in my lessons. So it's stuff that
it can be anything you're enjoying.
Horizon expanding. Horizon. That's great. Well, I'm gonna say bye to how does that work?